Hello, I am Jason Bates, owner of Electrum Financial, where a mortgage is not just a flip of the coin. So if you're looking to purchase or refinance, I would love to be your lender of choice right here in the state of Arizona. So please reach out to me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on Roku or on Amazon Fire, please write a review of the channel. Tell your friends and family. I appreciate that support. I want to get into today's topic. Right now, I'm tired of seeing these YouTube videos, and I watch a lot of YouTube as of recent, but I'm seeing all these YouTube videos. The market's hot. It's on fire. It's out of control. Yeah, duh. So I want to talk to you, if you're looking to purchase a home, how you can better position yourself to get your offer accepted. And when I say accepted, it's not just accepted. And let me change over, but not just accepted, but you're going to win the bid. We're in a situation now where you have to win the bid. You're not getting your offer accepted. You're actually trying to win the bid on the house, because everybody's trying to outbid one another, and it's all about the money, right? It's all about the money. It's not just all about money. So I want to give some tips here that these were some things that were even back in 2008, 2009, 10, 11, when the market was really hot back then. These are some of the things that they have a track record. They're proven to work. So I want to share them here with you. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I want to talk about is write a letter. I just had a conversation this morning with a buyer who's feeling some frustration when it comes to getting their offer accepted. I even had a buyer that put an offer in 19 homes, all of them over asking price, and none of them got accepted. But this buyer in particular, this morning I was having a conversation with her, and I suggested this to her, and she said that she went to her realtor. She fired her realtor. Good for her. But she went to that realtor that she fired and said, hey, I'd like to write a letter. This house kind of speaks to me. It kind of feels right. It feels good. And the realtor said, no, it doesn't matter. The letter's not going to make a difference. It's all about the numbers, all about the money. And to some degree, there are sellers out there who are all about the money, but there may be that one seller that is looking to sell their home. Remember, this is their American dream. This is where they have all their memories, where they've spent Thanksgiving, Christmas. They've got a lot of emotion invested in this property, and they're selling it. Sometimes that can be a difficult choice to have to sell it. There may be a mirror of different reasons as to why they need to sell it. Maybe there's a divorce. Maybe they're empty nesters and they're downsizing. And when you come and write a letter about how much you love their property and love what they've done with the property, and you can really see your family growing in that property, it's just a perfect place. And you maybe give a little bit of history as to how you got to this point where you're making an offer on their home. Give some backstory about how maybe you've struggled and you're now at this point in your life where homeownership is becoming a realization for you in your life. These sort of things can go a long way in making your offer stand out in a multiple offer situation. Real estate is an emotional decision for everybody, not just you as the buyer, but also the seller. And the realtor's job is to help control those emotions so that you don't get into a situation where you're overpaying or getting into a lemon or something like that, of course. But it's also an emotional decision for the seller. So letting the seller know what your plans are with the property, how you plan on loving the property and growing in the property, I think can be very, very helpful in making your offer stand out. So that's tip number one. Tip number two here, sellers will look at your pre-qual. And a lot of places, buyers don't realize this, but the seller or the listing agent will call me and say, how qualified are these buyers? Before I present this offer to my sellers, have you had a discussion with your buyers or with the buyers about their income, about their assets, how much money they're putting down, the type of loan that they're doing? I'll get a lot of those questions. Now, under privacy rules, I can't give out a whole lot to the seller. However, your loan officer can make a difference when it comes to their reputation. There are a lot of lenders out there who don't have a very good reputation, and that can kind of go with the offer when you're making it to get your offer accepted. That can kind of piggyback on that offer. So realtors know who the good lenders are and who the good lenders are not. And not that they can't not present your offer, they are obligated to do that. But if everything being equal, if you're offering the exact same thing that another buyer is offering, and all the terms are exact, the realtor may suggest to go with the realtor who has a better with the lender that has a better reputation. So the other thing that I want to preface on this pre-qual is that in some cases, and I know these homes are turning over in hours and they're not turning over in days, but just so quickly, but getting your pre-qualification into a situation where you have it already gone through underwriting, or you have already gone through underwriting, that will help because then the buyer, your agent, can then tell the listing agent, hey, look, these people have already gone through underwriting. The underwriter's already seen their income. The underwriter's already seen the assets. We've already seen the entire file. All we need to do is plug in a property and we're ready to close. So that's something too that takes a little bit of time up front, and you may feel like you're missing out on a property maybe because turn times and things are a bit of a struggle for a lot of lenders out there right now with the demand being so high. But if you got the time and you can do that up front, I highly suggest getting everything to your lender, get the lender to submit your file as a TBD, to be determined property, getting that fully underwritten, and then submitting your offers with that. All right, next tip here. Make your offer as clean as you can. Don't ask for the farm. Now, I'm still seeing a lot of buyers out there saying, hey, I want to undercut. The asking price is $300,000. I'm going to offer $290,000 and I'm going to ask for $10,000 in seller concessions. Yeah, that's not going to work in a multiple offer situation. So you want to make your offer as clean as possible. And if your realtor's not telling you how to do that, then fire the realtor. Get a new realtor, because you need to make your offer as clean as possible. Make the decision for the seller as easy as possible in a multiple offer situation. Don't make it complicated. Don't overdo it at all. All right, and then last tip here is get with a realtor. This is a key component to the whole process. I can't stress this enough, but get with a realtor who knows how to negotiate and can think outside the box. Super important. I come just like the story I told at the beginning of this segment here. Agent said it's all about the money. It's not all about the money. There are other things that can be done and negotiated with the realtors or between the realtors, or suggestions to you to make your offer stand out. And only experienced realtors are going to have that in their bag of tricks. So I know this is a super difficult thing because most people just go and get on Zillow or whatever, and then they go out to the house and then they call the yard sign and say, hey, I want to make an offer. Okay, great. You represented? No, I'm not represented. Okay, great. You are now because I'm your realtor. And they don't really vet the realtor out. So take the time up front to really get to know your realtor. Make sure the personalities fit. Make sure the goals fit. It's kind of like dating for the first time, right? You want to interview your realtor. Make sure that they have your best interest in mind, not theirs. So those are my tips to help you make your offer stand out in a competitive market, and you want your offer to be the winning bid, not just the accepted offer. So hopefully that helps you and gives you some good tips and good strategies to go out there and get the home of your dreams and seize that American dream of home ownership. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. I'd love to talk to you and help you on your journey to home ownership. And until next time, that was